Hi guys, I'm Tanya and welcome back to my channel, The Donkey Business. I am here to talk about 5 extra drama movies that will keep you hooked till the very end, and I really love them, highly recommend them, and I know you will enjoy it as much as I did. I have made a bunch of drama movie recommendations and I've got really good response from you guys because drama is something that all of us love. These 5 movies are from around the world and I really enjoyed watching them. They're very intense and have a lot to offer to the audience. Some of them are quite out there, so maybe you have watched it, but most of them are very underrated. So I hope that I'm recommending you movies which are pretty new and you can add them to your list. Unfortunately, most of them are not available on OTT, so you will have to stream it online somehow or just find it somehow, and I hope you will find these movies and watch it, and please add them to your list. The first movie that I want to recommend is called James Dean. James Dean is a 2001 drama film starring James Franco, and the film is just amazing. His acting is outstanding. The movie has a very real story where James Franco becomes a superstar and is really craving for his dad's attention because he doesn't give him any, and the things that he does for his dad to be around him even when the world is dying to be around James Franco. That is what the story is in one line. He has acted so well and he's looking so young. It is just like baby James Franco and you can't believe that it's him, but he has still delivered an outstanding performance. The movie is so well made. If you watch it in 2020, it's a very typical 2001 film. I mean, not like I've seen a lot of movies in 2001, but you can kind of tell that it is a very old film because of the way it is shot, the way it is edited, its style, its print. You know that it is an old film, but if I compare it to 2022, and if I would watch that film now or have a script like that now, I think that the movie would be very different because there would be extra drama, extra camera shots, extra things that they would add. It is just very simple but very emotional, and that's something I really like about the film. The entire cast in the movie, not only James Franco but everybody in the film, has done an amazing job. They also won a lot of awards throughout the world for this film. It is a movie that I highly recommend. It's called James Dean and it released in 2001. The second movie that I want to recommend is called Happening, which is a French drama film and won the Golden Lion at the Venice International Film Festival. The movie is based on a young girl who gets pregnant during her final exams and has to go through an abortion during that time, even if it is illegal and can take her up to jail. I haven't read the book, but I've heard that the movie is as good as the book, so I'm definitely going to get this book and read it. The direction of the film is very raw. It is very well acted. It is a very typical French style movie where you know that things are happening, but it is just literally happening. It's like you're living their life and seeing a documentary. It is that well directed and shot and acted. It's just like people and not actors, and that's what I love about the film. When I was watching the movie, it just created like this feeling in my gut where I was just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen, what is she going through? Those emotions were so real that I just loved this film. I highly recommend it. It's called Happening and it's a French drama movie. The third movie that I want to recommend is called Hunger. It is a very dark political drama film based on the 1981 Irish hunger strike. The movie premiered at the Cannes Film Festival and also won an award. The movie is very, very dark but has really good performances and is a very important film. I don't recommend you this movie when you are eating or when you are hungry because it's definitely gonna kill your appetite. When I read about the movie, I was very excited to watch it because honestly, I love political drama movies, but this is not a very out there political drama movie or something that you have seen before. It is very different and very raw and something you're definitely not expecting. The movie is very well directed and will leave you with a lot of pain and thoughts at the end. The movie will definitely make you realize that the world is quite fucked up and some things in life are very unfair. The movie made a lot of noise, especially in the film festival business, and honestly I feel that it totally deserves it. I highly recommend this film and I hope you will watch it as soon as possible. The next movie that I want to recommend is called Brooklyn, which is a romance drama movie and is available on Apple TV. The movie has enjoyable characters and a very nice and raw love story. It was nominated for 3 Academy Awards and a lot more around the world. The movie has really good values and an amazing production. So the movie is basically about this girl who moves to the US for work, and over there she falls in love with this Italian guy who makes her life better in every way. But then there are some circumstances back home where she has to go back and leave the guy and US behind. So the movie is about that drama and it revolves around this amazing love story with a lot of family drama. The acting in the movie is very natural and some characters are very well written. Some characters in the movie also have an animated way of acting which just lifts up the energy of the film, because you know that the movie has a very slow pace and has a kind of a sad story, but animated acting and some dialogues that the actors, supporting cast and other actors say just lift up the energy of the film and makes it an enjoyable watch as well. The film has a lot to offer, especially emotionally, and I highly recommend this film. It's called Brooklyn and I think it released in 2015, available on Apple TV. The next movie that I want to recommend is called Calvary, and honestly when I started watching this film I was just like, why is this film funny when it is supposed to be serious? And then I realized that this is actually a dark comedy drama film. It's basically about a priest who is encountering people who are doing sins and hiding and hurting people, and the movie is based on that with amazing performances, and I highly recommend it. The movie stars Brendan Gleeson, who I think has done an amazing job, and Lord Baelish from Game of Thrones is also in this film. The movie definitely has a slow pace, but it has a lot to absorb, so I guess if you keep at it you will get into it. The movie is definitely different than most of the religious kind of movies that I've ever watched, and I have watched a bunch of them, so I knew what I was getting into, but it is not what I was kind of expecting. It is very interesting to come across so many stories of people who are going through a lot of sins but still live through it. But yeah, I mean, it is a very different kind of vibe to see the rawness of the film. Watch this movie only if it's your genre, because I'm not sure if you will like it. It's not a movie for everybody, but if you think that you can sit through it and this is something that you would enjoy, then I highly recommend it. So these are 5 drama films that I watched very recently. I'm sorry because they're not all available on OTT, but I cannot help it. But if you can find them, please watch them and let me know what you think about these movies in the comments below, and I will see you very soon.